What is better, bottled water or tap water? Why are we doing bottled water? Because we think bottled water is better than other water, but the tap water is 500 times more cheap than bottled water, and the bottled water contaminates atmosphere. The bottled water is in the best water. One example is in a study reports that up to 150 bottles of it may contain a delayed food cleaning.
Does it taste better? Is there any another source of water? No, it doesn't. But as we think that water but is contaminated atmosphere because it produces 2.5 million tons of carbon dioxide.
Water bottles versus water tap. The problems with drinking bottled water. Bottled water is less controlled. Up to 40% of bottled water comes from the same source as tap water, but is sold back to consumers at hundreds of times the cost. For producing the bottles, they need more than 70 million barrels of oil in a year. Then they are transported to the supermarket. Some are recycled, taken to India to burn, others are burned to produce CO2. All these processes contaminate the environment and need a lot of energy.
What companies do consumers to buy bottled water? The companies make marketing. They make us believe they sell water comes from lakes, rivers, mountains, etc. A place where there is no contamination, proud labels, posters, TV ads, etc. But in reality, most only intention is to sell without worrying about what we can cause to us and the environment.
Bottled water is good, or that's what marketers make us believe. The bottled water from the supermarket comes from the tap water and rarely comes from monte. They decorate the bottled water very nicely to make us believe that it always comes from the monte. So we believe that bottled water is better than tap water and we buy more.
Have we started to think what it costs us and if we could reduce this cost in any way? Let's analyze what kind of water Spain has. Spain fountains has real good drinking water. Many times supermarkets has bottled water that it's just tap water, removing the chlorine and adding cost. This is an environment issue because it produces a lot of waste. This is something that we sometimes forget. There is new sterilizing hair that reduces chlorine, and this reduces the use of bottled water.
Producing the bottles for American consumption required the equivalent of more than 70 million barrels of oil, not including the energy for transporting. It took 3 liters of tap water to produce 1 of bottled water. Bottled water contains more than 58 components of pharmaceutical components. Each cubic meter of bottled water costs 340 euros, while the water from the tap costs 1.5 euros. Water increased by 57% in 5 years. About 10% of the waste we produce is plastic, and an estimated 1.95 trillion tons of plastic have been discarded and waste including packing, water bottles, and etc.
Conclusion. Introduction. We will make a conclusion to give other options to reduce the consumption of bottled water and to give advice that can be applied in our school to reduce this consumption. We will come to ask the following questions. What is the best alternative to drinking bottled water in your community? Do you see any examples in the school where bottled water is used as an alternative to tap water? And we are also going to give some advice. The best alternative to drinking bottled water in my community. Many people in our community drink bottled water, but many others drink water that give us our forest, because they know that another alternative is the fountain water. Our forests are very clean, and our farms each year spend many consoles. A few other people drink tap water. Many of them purchase water cleaners to remove its impurities. Bottled water is used as an alternative to tap water in our school. Many of our school students think that it is bad to drink tap water. Rather, it is best to drink bottled water. We are lucky to have a large reservoir and a company that treats this water before reaching our faucet, called Aqualia. For these reasons, many of the students and teachers of this school bring their own bottled water, and even some buy bottled water in the fourth minibar. Advice. In a school, we can reduce the consumption of bottled water following this advice. Could create a recycle bar where people buy a single bottle of water and which we can fill in each recess in our fountain and remove the bottled water that sell students of fourth.